Hello, everyone. Hi, if you're joining me, say hi. If you're watching me, I'd love to know who is with me today. My name is Neha Sonney, and I'm joining you from Hong Kong. And in today's session, I am going to talk to you about meditation and a little bit background about me. I have been practicing meditation for 8 years, and I have trained as a hatha yoga instructor. So I practice breathing techniques that also help to calm the mind and the nervous system. And I practice this in coordination. So I have breathing techniques, and then I have meditation as my going practice with a little bit of yoga added to the mix. And I profess by meditation because um, long time ago I found that I was my inability to manage my emotions were was affecting my relationships, and I knew from my experience that that's not the best way to go about because it's most destructive for the persons involved, and it's also the not being able to manage your emotions is not good for you as well. Hi Irene, thanks for joining. um, so in today's episode, and then so that's why I will share that it's that was my big why to bring in change for myself, and meditation was became sort of a way to be more reflective about how I was showing up with the people in my life. So in today's live, I'm going to cover five things, actually, four things. How to meditate, and what are the two of the best times to meditate, how practicing meditation and silence can impact your energy, and the law of pure potentiality, which is very closely tied to meditation. So how to meditate? I know it's if you are new to meditation, it can be very frustrating to set it up as a habit. And what when I started off meditating, what I was doing was I was listening to guided meditations, and then I'm someone who naturally doesn't like to depend on some things to keep myself going for a long time. So then I quit that, and then I was reading books from Osho and Deepak Chopra, and they also teach a little bit of meditation and how to go about doing that. So I started to incorporate that, and then slowly I just built the practice. I was meditating for few minutes. I started with 5 minutes, and then I built it up to 20 minutes. And my why I want to meditate, it's because I want to keep my nervous system in balance, and because I can be it's very easily triggered. So it's important that I keep that balance of hormones and balance in myself. So how do you practice meditation? How do you meditate? So you sit in one place, and then it may feel like you're doing nothing, but that's the whole point. We are so used to doing things the whole time, so it feels like, okay, now what do I do in meditation? So instead of doing, think about what you want to that you want to just be with yourself. So just bring in that awareness of being with yourself. So awareness is the first step of just starting to be with yourself. Okay. Um just close your eyes and become aware of your breath. Just feel it going in and out of your nostrils, and feel the temperature of the breath, feel the temperature of the air around you, and start to relax yourself in your seat wherever you are, because you know if you're going to be sitting and extending that period for a while, then you want to make sure you're comfortable, because if you're not, you're going to be keep moving around, and our minds are enough busy enough to distract us anyways. That's the job of the mind. So don't stress yourself by saying, oh, I cannot focus, I cannot meditate, I'm not a good meditator. um, just give yourself the time to practice, and just don't judge yourself, and think about it as a, like you're doing something for the first time, and you're just starting out. And as humans, we, as adults, we expect that we're supposed to know how to do it. No, that's not true. When you are starting off meditating or doing anything for that matter, even a Facebook Live, it's going to be intimidating. You don't know how to do it. So just be patient with yourself and think about yourself as a baby who is starting to learn to walk. So the baby is going to just learn to stand still first, just stand, and that's okay because you're learning how to balance, and that's where you want to establish the connection with yourself. So just focus on establishing that connection with yourself by being with yourself and observing yourself, observing your surroundings, or observing your, not surroundings, like if you're out in nature, then yes, observe your surroundings. If you're by yourself, then observe with your closed eyes. It's like meditating. When you're meditating, you just turn, like as if your eyes are looking outward, and then you close your eyes and your eyes turn inward, and you're looking on the inside. So energy goes where attention flows. When you have your eyes open and you're looking at things outside of you, you're giving attention outside. You have to give yourself that attention, that calm, to connect with yourself. So when you are meditating, just go easy and start with just being with yourself. And then gradually, as you start to get improve on that, you will notice that you're getting deeper, and then your mind is automatically calmer. So what do you do when you have lots of thoughts? It's very normal to get distracted. Your thoughts distract you. Our phones are our biggest distraction, so make sure that your phone is away from you. Okay. And initially it's okay to listen to a guided meditation, because it's like you don't have to then think so much about how you can do it. So you can practice by yourself or use a guided meditation. And then when you are with yourself, just be with yourself and notice if any sensations that you may feel in your body. Listen, you're just connecting with your body. And then when thoughts occur, what to do. So let the thoughts be. It's like if you are watching clouds passing in the sky, you don't follow the cloud and just try to jump on the cloud and keep going. It's like a train of thoughts, and then you just jump on the train of thoughts, and the next thing you know, you don't know what you were doing in the first place. Why were you here? So, and it's very normal for that to happen. It's very normal to fall asleep if you're starting meditating, and it's completely normal even if you have been practicing for a while, because the idea behind meditation is to firstly relax so that you can connect with yourself. Okay, so don't try to just let your thought pass like a passing cloud, and come back to yourself. And then again, you will get distracted by your thoughts, which is normal. And then you come back to yourself. When you keep this going, like this, getting distracted and coming back to yourself, getting distracted and coming back to yourself, when you keep coming back to yourself, it isn't that you are building the mindfulness muscle. It's a muscle. Your mind is a muscle, and you exercise that. The more you exercise that, the more easier it becomes for you to come back to yourself and be with yourself for an extended period of time. So just trust yourself and stay still. And then, very slowly, when you feel ready, take the first next step, like just like how a baby learns to walk. So don't put any stress on yourself by saying, I am not able to do this, and it's whatever happens, it's okay. And praise yourself for putting in the effort of meditating, um, because you're just starting off, and it can be very challenging to quiet the mind because you're very used to staying in the beta mind. The beta mind is a very busy mind. And so how do you connect with yourself? The way to connect with yourself is to focus on your breath. So first thing is awareness, and then the second thing is B. So you can go for it. A for awareness, B for breath. Okay? So breath. Because why? Because we have been breathing since we are born, but we don't breathe. We're not aware. We're not so aware about our breathing. And sometimes when we are nervous or anxious, we're not breathing right, but we're doing that unconsciously. So when you meditate, you're going to start to become more conscious about your breath. Okay, so awareness, breath, and then becoming conscious. So bringing your conscious awareness to this whole process, the ABC process, how I like to call it. So all you have to do is sit with yourself, close your eyes. It's like turning your eyes inwards. And then the point that helps me to focus best is between the eyebrows. Meditators, like long term meditators and Buddhists, they meditate on their pineal gland, which is our seat of wisdom, our a center of intuition. And you focus on your pineal gland, and it's like right behind your eyes in the center of your eyebrows. The gland is very tiny, but it's a master gland. That's the point that meditators meditate on. And it also helps to stay in touch with your breath, because your breath flows in through your nostrils and then it goes through all the way in your lungs. So it helps to just follow your breath, and then you'll start to notice that you're automatically breathing um, slower and longer breaths. And that's what helps in calming your mind. And once your mind is calmer, your thoughts will automatically subside and they'll go away. Okay, so that's how you can practice meditation. And so the next thing, oh yeah, so what are the two best times to meditate? You can meditate and practice meditation practically any time in the day, but what works best is before you go to bed and just upon waking up. These two are the best times to meditate. Why? Because in those, you're naturally in the alpha brainwave state. It's very easy. You enter the alpha brainwave state, and then gradually you go into theta and delta when you are sleeping. So that's what happens. So you're most of the time in beta, and then you go into alpha because you're getting your body ready to sleep, and then you're in deeper sleep. So when you miss out on that deeper sleep, you're cranky in the morning, something like that. That's why these deeper brain waves, they are important, and they are that's how sleep helps. And they say sleep is the best meditation. Part of it is true. So, and sleep, actually meditation also helps you to sleep better. So practice meditation before you go to bed, so you will definitely sleep better. And then upon waking up, it's not when you wake up, it's not suddenly you're into beta brainwave. You're upon waking up, you're still in the alpha brainwave. So that's again another um, good time to meditate. What works for me is meditating before going to bed. In the morning, I'm doing my walk and my reading. So that's how I practice being with myself and just centering myself and my focus for the day. So yeah, before going to bed and um, upon waking up. And you can have mini meditations anytime throughout the day. And let me also say, there is no one right way to meditate. There are several ways. All you have to do is big thing is you don't overwhelm yourself. Just practice one thing and stick with that one thing until you feel like you are there and you have mastered it a little bit, a tiny bit. Like your when you meditate, it's a way for you to connect with yourself. The idea behind meditation is to connect with yourself. Why? Because when you are very busy, you disconnect from yourself, and staying in the busy mind the whole time, you are making a lot of unconscious choices. And you want to make when you make more conscious choices, your life is a lot better. And so, becoming aware about yourself and what you are doing on a daily basis, meditation helps you to become aware about your way of being, about your actions, and also your reactions. If you are rather reactive, meditation will make you responsive. What's the difference? The difference is when you're reacting, you haven't had a moment of thought and you just bam, reacting, because that's like your auto response, like just immediate response. But when you are more mindful in your interactions, what happens is you will think before you want to respond, and then that little bit of a moment of awareness is what helps you to make better decisions. And meditating, if you are into public speaking, meditation is one of the best ways to help you move through your fear as well, because before you get on a stage, you want to calm yourself and center yourself, and staying connected with your breath is going to help you communicate better and stay focused. And when you meditate, it also helps you to get to know yourself. So I profess by meditation. It has given, so meditation, there's lots of excuse me, there's lots of memes you will find in on Google, and that says meditate because Google doesn't have all the answers. And as funny as that is, it is true, because when you can't find the answers, if we're taught, we're educated to seek on the outside and keep learning from the outside, when our bodies are also the source of our wisdom. We have a lot of wisdom inside, so we've dependent too much on education, but we've disconnected from our wisdom. So, meditation helps you to connect with your wisdom, and then with your intuition, and the answers that you seek on the outside. And most of the time, it's about your own potential as a person. What is it? You want to know yourself better. You want to know who you are. And meditation is one of the best ways to do that. So you want to connect with yourself and just get to know yourself. And then when you sit in meditation, you will notice that those answers that you seek, you will find them, whatever. So you can, after you have quieted your mind during your meditation, you can throw in an intention or a question and just wait for an answer, and trust. Just wait and trust your body to respond, and you will feel it in your body. Even no matter how subtle it is, you will feel a little bit of an ease in your body. You'll feel that, and you will get to know about the truth about yourself, which nobody else can tell you. Um, and this is why I practice meditation, and I ask everyone that they also practice meditation, and I'm happy to help however I can. So, practicing meditation, how does meditation and being silent impact your energy? So when you are thinking and giving energy on the outside, it drains you. And when you you turn that focus towards yourself, it energizes you. And if you are busy in your mind the whole time in your beta brain, it is exhausting. We think 60,000 to 80,000, it's between 50,000 to 80,000 thoughts per day. It's a lot of thoughts. It's a lot of thought energy, and most of the time they're the same type of thoughts. And a lot of the times we're talking to ourselves in a negative way, and that's not healthy. And how do you bring in new thoughts? New thoughts occur to you, and when you have new thoughts, you have inspiration, and inspiration is what gives you a lot more energy. Okay, and you have different new thoughts coming to you, because when you're in beta brainwave, it's too busy. There is no room for like new thoughts to occur. But when you get into alpha, you're more creative. That's where you find creative solutions. So when you calm your mind, or when you're doing things on autopilot, for example, you make your tea or coffee, or when you're brushing your teeth, or when you're having a shower, you're doing things that you do on autopilot, that you don't need to use your brain too much. That's when you can are also from time to time during the day accessing alpha. And we need that to bring more creative solutions to ourselves and new ideas. That's where new ideas occur to us. um, so, and then when new ideas occur, you find inspiration, and then you have new energy to go with. And that's where you want to, because your idea can turn into something. And because everything that we see around us was once upon a time an idea in someone's mind. So you can see how this can impact you when you calm your mind and practice silence. And so when what I mean by silence, that means you are not reading anything, you're not writing or journaling, and you're not watching something, you're not listening to anything or consuming with your senses anything. And you're with yourself. Okay, and so practicing silence is a great way. You can also do this when you are in out in nature. So nature is a great way to become present to ourselves and just connect with ourselves. And you kind of not notice those things when you are in your busy mind. And how meditation also helps you is when you're busy and it's like you're in a mess sometimes because of too much of thinking and thought going on. It's very hard to find solutions. And then when you're looking for solutions, you're very unconscious about how you're going about looking at them, for them. But when you meditate and calm down, you have the ability to kind of like detach from your mess and just look at it. So that's what you're doing in meditation. You're just observing yourself. You're observing your actions, your reactions, your thoughts, and your way of being, and how it is impacting you. And then when you watch yourself, and then you see that you're noticing yourself, so it's now there is a separation. So when you are away from that mess, you have the ability to look at it and see that, okay, now there is a separation. I can see myself outside of this. And that's where you start to find a solution to your problem, and how it had impacted you. And now you have the power to do what you have to change your outcomes and results. And this is where you find a creative solution and intuitive knowledge about yourself, about what you can do to empower yourself. And I wanted to share with you about the law of pure potentiality. That's one of the first laws of spiritual success. And It's actually a book written by Deepak Chopra, and I love that particular chapter because it is asking one to practice meditation and silence. And the three ways to do that is to be in nature, practice silence, which means not listening, reading, or writing, or doing anything else, and just sitting with yourself and meditating. So these are the three ways that you can practice and tune it, like use the law of pure potentiality. Because the reason why it's called the law of pure potentiality is because when you are accessing that space, that quiet space, and getting in touch with spirit, which is in you and around you, you notice, you will see things in a very different way. In you'll not see them with human eyes, you will see them with the eyes of spirit, which is inside of you and which is expansive, ever expansive. And there are moments when you feel very when you feel expansion. All right, that means that you are accessing the pure potentiality, which means there's infinite possibilities that you can tap into because you are accessing a different realm. So you have the power to tap into that when you practice silence, meditation, and be in nature to help you get in touch with your own nature. So my free gift to you, if you are listening to me live, you get this gift of course. But if you are watching the replay, please put in hashtag replay, and I would love to share with you a short guided meditation that I have prepared um, for you guys. It's called the Forest Meditation, and I'd love to send that to you as a thank you for watching me in this group. I appreciate your time to listen to me, and I hope you have got some value from listening to me talking about meditation, and I hope you can practice meditation a little bit better than before. If you feel inclined to work with me, by all means, you can get in touch with me. I teach, I'm very passionate about public speaking, but more importantly, I'm about expression, expressing myself, being able to know what my expression is, what my highest purpose is. So I do have a course which I call Unleash Your Authentic Expression, which I would love for you to participate in if you are looking at finding your purpose in life. That's the best way, the quickest way for you to do that. It's a 9 week to 12 week course where you have videos and access to me. Um, Let me know if you're interested. I would love to share more information with you and talk to you soon. Bye bye. Have a beautiful day. Thanks, Irene. Bye bye.